What's going on there, everyone? Here's a pretty interesting story. Florida principal reassigned after refusing to call the Holocaust a factual historical event. Seems to be going around a lot for some reason these days. And not just with the Holocaust that happened during World War II, with many genocides all over the world. A Florida high school principal was removed from his job and reassigned Monday after writing in an email to a parent that he couldn't say the Holocaust is a factual historical event. Wow. The decision to remove the principal came amid a firestorm of criticism after he had apologized, and even after he spent a few days at the U.S. Holocaust Memorial Museum. Just a quick side note. This guy was a principal to a school. Therefore, he had to have, at some point, you would have think, he would have had to have read a history book. I don't get it. I don't get how you could deny something that was so documented. It doesn't make any sense. There's videos, there's pictures, there's museums you can go to that document this event. Come on, man. This is the I don't even know. I don't even know what to say because that's just full retard. Principal William Latson of Spanish River Community High School in Palm Beach County was removed from his position and will be given a district job, at least temporarily, the school system officials said. The county superintendent and school board could take further action, they said. And they should. They should remove this guy from having any contact from teaching or being around kids in that type of manner, because he obviously doesn't know what the hell he's talking about. Obviously. Come on. Legislators in the state have also called for Latson to be fired, which probably he needs to take up a new line of work. And the episode caught the attention of Jeffrey P. Feingold, the chair of the Republican Jewish Coalition, who was appointed by President Trump in May to serve as a member of the U.S. Holocaust Memorial Council. Feingold, gotta love that. Feingold called the school system Monday. A Frank A. Barbary Jr., chair of the school board of Palm Beach County, said, "He told me that there is no room anywhere in any school system on the planet for an anti-Semite." Now, I'm not gonna go as far as to call this guy just a blatant anti-Semite. Maybe he really is just that ignorant. It's possible. Doubtful, highly doubtful, but possible. I mean, I learned World War II history. I can't even remember how young I was. I know I was fascinated by World War II history for probably 20 years, because that was a crazy situation. The whole thing, the way from even starting at World War I and before, the lead up in Europe was truly insane, and it also makes me think God bless America pulled Europe out of World War twice. America. The controversy erupted over statements Latson made to a parent who had emailed him asking about the Holocaust education at the school in Boca Raton, which has a large Jewish population. The Palm Beach County school system has included Holocaust education at all grade levels, Barbary said, and is one of the few school districts that has a curriculum administrator dedicated solely to Holocaust studies education, who recently won an award for excellence in Holocaust education. Well, that's awesome. The Palm Beach Post first published copies of the email exchange last week between the principal and a parent. One of the principal's messages said, "I can't say the Holocaust is a factual historical event because I'm not in a position to do so as a school district employee." What? What? How does that... Well, clown world. He also said, "Not everyone believes the Holocaust happened. Yeah, most of those people that don't believe the Holocaust happened are kind of bad people, generally. Latson gave a statement to the newspaper saying, I regret that the verbiage I used when responding to an email message from a parent 1 year ago did not accurately reflect my professional and personal commitment to educating all students about the atrocities of the Holocaust. It's amazing how once someone gets called out for their either racism, I don't think so. I don't know. I don't know the guy. I don't know much about him, so I can't say that. Or or just sheer ignorance. It's amazing how people just immediately, oh, now I believe it, and yeah, I believe everything. I don't, come on now. How old is this guy? And it took this long to believe? Come on. County officials asked him to voluntarily step down. When he didn't, they reassigned him Monday, said officials in the school system who spoke on the condition of God dang, anonymity and anonymity. I can't say that word for some reason right now. I'm going retarded. Because they were not authorized to speak about the incident. By Monday afternoon, Latson was not pictured on the school's website. The school board released in a statement Monday, see text below, saying, Mr. Latson made a grave error in judgment in the verbiage he wrote in an email stating, I can't say the Holocaust is factual historical event because I'm not in a position to do so as a school district employee. In addition to being offensive, the principal's statement is not supported by either the school district administration or the school board, or a healthy population of the world. The statement said Latson was counseled about his response to the parents and was instructed to further expand the Holocaust curriculum at Spanish River. He also spent several days at the United States Holocaust Museum to increase his personal knowledge, it said. Still, the statement said, despite these efforts, his leadership has become a major distraction for the school community. Barbary issued his own statement saying, the school board of Palm Beach County is and always has been committed to teaching all students in every grade level a historically accurate Holocaust curriculum, one which leaves no room for erroneous revisions of fact or the scourge of anti-Semitism. Every generation must recognize and learn from the atrocities of the Holocaust, incomprehensible suffering, and the enduring stain that it left on humankind. It is only through high-quality education and thought-provoking conversations that this history won't repeat itself. That right there is a very, very good statement. This is a statement that I believe more people right now need to hear and to understand. High quality education and thought-provoking conversations to make sure history won't repeat itself. What are we seeing nowadays? We're seeing the authoritarian left try to silence political opponents, this, that, and the other, trying to control media narratives, trying to control social media narratives. You know what that reminds me of? Reminds me of how it was when old mean Mr. Mustache from Germany, how he started to rise to power and what he started doing once he started getting power. So that was a very, very important statement. And right here you can see the media release. I'm not going to read through the whole media release. I'll put the link in the description for you can read the media release. But yeah, so interesting story. Just a relatively interesting story. And yeah, I'd like to hear your comments on this. What do you think? Should he be fired? Should he not be? Was it just an accidental ignorance that caused this, or was it something greater? Was it him having a little bit of anti-Semitism in him? Who knows? as of right now, I can't say there's enough information about him as a person where I could state whether he is just a blatant anti-Semite or whatever. So I'm not going to down the person but so much on those levels. But I will say this, for a person who was a principal at a school to be so ignorant of a factual event to say he couldn't call it fact, or that it might not have factually happened, is quite insane. It's quite ridiculous. But man, what can you do? So yeah, I'd love to hear your comments on this. Because yeah, I'm really at a loss for words with it. Really, that was the most ignorant thing someone could have said. And why would you have even said something? I mean, why would you have done that? You don't think. No one seems to think anymore about what they say before they say it. I have a problem with it all the time, all the time. But yeah, it was just crazy, just a crazy story. But as always, like, share, and subscribe, and I will catch you on the flip side.